Hi, good evening to all of you guys. Okay, so let's start with this session, Bull Cat 4. If we look at the distribution of easy, moderate and difficult questions, you will find 17 easy questions in this. If I look at the broader picture of this paper, you will find this from my point of view, the paper was easy to moderate. Am I correct, all of you? In comparison to DI, Quant, and in comparison to other previous papers also, I think this was easier than the previous papers or these two sections. Otherwise, from my point of view, it was easy to moderate, and 17 easy questions, moderate 15 questions, and difficult questions only 2. The person who got the first rank, his accuracy was no doubt on a higher side, 91%. He got 90 marks and his score was 99.99 percentile. The person who got 90 percentile, 49 marks, he scored 49 marks. His accuracy was 78% again. We can judge from this accuracy level that paper was easy, and his rank was 39. The person who got for 90 percentile, 90 point something, 91, his rank was 39 and he got 49 marks. If I talk about 49 marks means probably 17 questions correct. 17 questions correct out of 80% accuracy. That means approximately attempt would have been probably 20 to 23. So I'm highlighting this particular fact or these facts just to make sure that you also analyze your performance and can benchmark your performance against these facts. So this paper was easier, dominated by RC's number 1 as usual, nothing new. But again, the second portion was which dominated the paper after RC was your summary based questions, and I shall be focusing on summary based a little. Paper had, I think, how many summary based questions? 6 summary based questions, 16 RC, 16 plus 6, 22, and then 4 or 5 parajumbles, and misfit 1, 3, 7, and 3 to 4 grammar. So primarily paper dominated by RCs and summary based question. So let us look at this, what we have in this today's session analysis bulkhead. Okay, you tell me your take, guys. So how did you fare in this paper? So the percentile you got, or the level of difficulty perceived, or the way you felt while giving this paper or after this paper. So tell me your take on this. Was the paper difficult, easy? Just quickly, how was the paper and what you are expecting if you have already got the score? So how much you scored? Siddharth, moderate. Okay, you found cat 26 easier than cat 4. Okay, cat 26, yes, cat 26 was easier. Deliberately we made it easier. A week. Okay, Yashu, you got 97.52 in verbal ability. Very good, congratulations, the party is due now. Okay, Amrita, moderate. Yashu, cat 4 was easy. Okay, I think English is your strong point, verbal is your strong point. Okay, rest of you also, I think the feeling was almost the same. Press yes, all of you. Feeling was almost same. I think easy to moderate. Now, okay, yeah. All thanks for reading. So what do you read, Vashu? Yashu, sorry. So okay, editorial. So guys, all of you are watching this, listening this and hearing this, so make sure that you also read a lot. Likewise, Yashu has improved his efficiency, understanding. So probably those who are not comfortable or not feeling comfortable till now with ours is, no doubt we keep on telling, but students do not take this particular point seriously. Now when they approach this the examination, Then they realize the importance of the reading part. Reading just not for the sake of reading, it has to be reflective one. Means you read something and it should affect you also. It's not that you read and understand. We all read and we all can understand. But point is, the reflection is very essential when it comes to scoring well in RCs. Okay, let's. I picked a few questions only, and this time I think that session again the timing is just 45 minutes. But from next time onward, I have increased that timing to 1 hour 15 minutes, because 45 minutes too less a time to conclude the discussion. So yes, this is Kishore, Bayani and Venkat. So we have to, what we are supposed to do, which of the following can be inferred. So inference based question, make sure that on the basis of any example. So inference, the technical point is that we all know inference is something drawn on the basis of a given fact. So important point is on the basis. So do not draw any inference on the basis of the opinion made by the author. It has to be fact presented in the passage. And fact, what is a fact? Anything that can be verified, that is clearly stated by the author and is not making guesses. So inference, for the answer to be correct, it should get support from one of the lines from the passage. So I think 68th question, Kishore, Bayani, which of the following can be inferred? So you need to really focus on keywords. They are self-confident and brave breed. They dare to act what they feel is right. I think this line is very important. What they feel is right. They do not seek validation or approval from customer investors. Means they have got their conviction very strong and in place. So, and their visionary idea, they tend to ignore naysayer. Naysayer means negative people, and they know intuitively what is right solution. Means the author is altogether praising, and we need to what can be inferred. So did you get this question correct, guys? Only after they introduce their pioneering solution do others recognize its true value. So very important line is what they feel is right. So first is harsh condition of the emerging markets kindle, means they ignite, they push innovators to create products which are strong. So they do not worry about what is happening around. They don't worry about what people would say or are saying. They are self-confident. They are convinced themselves. So there's no point in harsh conditions, and there's no mention of any support in the passage, any line in the passage which will point us that harsh condition press them. The two weak words are harsh conditions. It is rejected because there is no mention, there is no point to support that passage as taken up any hard condition. And the unpredictable, the market makes innovator come up with a solution which are way off the target. So the way off word itself is wrong. Not way off, it is something new they try to develop. It is not way off the target. Who says? Had it been way off the target, they would not be successful. So factually wrong. Third, innovators valiantly, bravely forge their way into uncharted territory using heart as the compass. Using heart as the compass. Heart means whatever they feel is right. Fourth, let us go through fourth choice also. Innovators rely on the analysis and logic, introducing new products. They do not rely only on analysis or logic. They feel what they feel is right. They dare to act. Dare means it needs courage, guts to act on what they feel, what you feel, what I feel. So it is about heart as the compass. Means feeling as a compass, not logic or analysis. Okay, Yashu, I'll try to discuss misfit question also, because a summary based question, I've scanned the summary based question. They were all easy, and all of you attempted, I think, and got these questions correct also. Misfit one, I think 3 to 4 misfit, only one was here and there. Otherwise most of the questions were again either easy or moderate misfit. Okay, but I'll definitely take this also into account. So let's see what we have now. Error. I don't know why every time you people grammar is not up to the, always keep in the mind. Now students have marked this as moderate. Question number 69. Now, in order to revise, people, first of all, point number one, do not rely on your spoken or intuition while attempting grammar based questions. Do not go by your gut feelings. Do not go by the popular usage, because we also are aware of these very shortcomings, whatever we speak, whatever you speak. So generally we create question in and around popular usage. So make sure that you revise grammar fundamentals. You're aware of the 3 or 4 important areas like subject verb agreement, pronoun reference error, modifiers, and parallelism. I'm assuming that you all are aware of parts of speech. So make sure that you keep on revising the stuff till you take the real exam. And the best formula I've told you so many times, make sure that you take out, print out of this paper, whatever exam you take, bull mock or bull cats, solve the entire paper for the sake of learning, not under time pressure. So this in the end, the best way to revise the entire grammar is, till now we have taken I think 25 mocks and 3 to 4 bull cats. So all in all 30 approximately tests. In each test you will find 3 questions, 15 sentences, 30 into 5, 450 grammar sentences. So this will make your grammar strong, because again and again by default will come across the same rules and questions. So but make sure, do not go by your own intuition or spoken. Now in this question, 53rd, so we are supposed to pick up and make sure that you read the directions also very carefully, because sometimes we say pick up the incorrect ones, or sometimes we say pick up the correct ones. So 53rd, A and C. Now what's the problem with answer is A and C, incorrect in terms of grammar. We are supposed to pick up, the direction says, yeah, a little bit of problem with the direction. I think had it been correct, pick up the correct one, because I think I pasted this wrong. So B, D and E are wrong and A and C are correct. So we have to pick up the incorrect one. So incorrect one would be B, D and E. Answer is 2. Yes, answer is 2. Now what's the problem with B? B says a period was a part of speech that had a beginning, yeah, primarily based on articles, and that had a beginning and end, a comma indicated, right? And there was a problem with D sentence, which means that even within the tiniest space is punctuation. Now this second half, punctuation is the subject, so verb should also be singular, punctuation word is singular, punctuation fills and end. Yes, and also, yep. And the last one, E. So even while we may be punctuating less as a whole, the punctuation we do use is more liable. Now this is wrong usage of the word, faulty usage of the word. It has to be more likely to be scrutinized. Liable is generally used whenever we are talking about negative situation. For example, you'll be made liable for the damages, or you'll be made liable for this particular mess up or something. So liable is wrongly used here. It's not required. Instead, the best word would have been likely. Yes, Equilin, it is may after be ing form, or you are also correct when we may punctuate less as a whole. So the punctuation we do use more liable to be. It's not liable. Liable is making something responsible. See, Equilin, we are using while. While shows continuity. While I was going to the market, so it is not required actually. With this, we are talking about with respect to the context. While is used, so continuous form is absolutely fine. Am I correct, Equilin? Press yes or no if you have understood. Because of the while I was going to the market. So while I was going to the market, I came across one of my friends. I met one of my friends. So after be ing form is right, and what you are saying is also correct. What is the general trend? See, we don't go by the general trend as such. We go by the correct grammar. So at the start of this lecture, I told you that while attempting grammar questions, don't go by the trend or the popular usage. So we need to go by the British rules. We may be showing probability, and if I say we punctuate less as a whole, so we are making this very deterministic statement. So context. Oh yeah, while it may not be journal, it may or may not be journal trend. So that's why, no doubt, for general routine, habitual facts, universal fact, we use simple present. Yes. Yeah, it's fine. Why will we may be less as a whole? So even while we may be punctuating less as a whole, maybe means may or may not be. Everyone is not into. We cannot say this is a very general trend. So BDE wrong, A and C correct. So we were asked to pick up the incorrect ones, where therefore we picked up BDE. Now this is what question number 78. I think it is kind of summary based, if I am not wrong. Now one or two very important points related to summary. I know that you all of you must have got this summary questions correct. So it is actually summary. So we need to summarize. Let's say whenever we need to sum up any situation, make sure that you include important keywords, or which we call line topic sentences. Examples are generally not required to be included while summarizing any situation. So we just need to focus on the facts or the opinion presented by the author, rather than picking up only examples. So make sure that whenever you come across any example ridden choice while attempting summary based question, we are supposed to reject the choice. It should always include the main ideas or the main points. For example, in this 78th question, quality of life is a broad concept of which happiness forms only a part. Now this is very strong line or opinion given by the author and his own idea. So primarily is focusing on the story is moving around this particular line. So very important line. This we called topic sentence. Often the term refers to quality of living environment. So he has defined also. Now after this he has given what ecologists imply by this, sociologists imply by this, how will people cope up with this, therapeutic professions, medical sciences, etc, etc. Still other, he has given so many aspects or perspectives given by the different people, professions. So these examples, all these examples can be summed up in one line, that some of them were saying this about this, some of them were saying this about this. It's not important includes ecologists, technical people were saying this, and non-technical people were saying this. So all these are example sentences. Products are what life leaves behind. In a socio-cultural term, a contribution to the human heritage, but from a purely biological perspective, procreation or otherwise, the evolutionary mission ends in failure. So this is another topic line. So last three lines, topic lines, these all are examples. So wherever we find only choice focusing on examples, will not take this choice as summary. Am I clear, guys? I just wanted to tell you this only, picking up this question. Just press yes if I'm clear. Is my voice reaching, guys? Excuse me. So let us see what would be the option summary wise. So we have been asked to inference. Okay, this is an inference based question. Whatever. Now inference based question is, I thought it's a summary based question. It's an inference based question. Inference means we should have The it's a conclusion drawn on the basis of a given fact. See, Abhimanyu, yes, it should include both. Ideas should be included, not the examples. If there is any example, let's say the example word is there in the choice, which is because in this paper also we set two questions containing example words even. But yes, summary, because sum up, whenever we, let's say if I at the end of the session, if I say you to sum up this discussion, so how will you sum up this discussion, Abhimanyu? That sir started initially with some facts related to the scores. Then he asked what was our take on this, how we felt while taking, or what are our perceptions, and then finally we discussed few questions picked up from the passage, few RC's question, few non-RC question. That's how we sum up. Yeah, we need to include both. Yes. Equivalent now first cannot be inferred because the very first line says that only a part of, it's not the only defining quality entirely, it's only a part. So first option is factually wrong on the basis of this very first line where I am moving my cursor. Only a part, it is not the entire thing. Am I clear, Equivalent? Okay. Okay, so experts are completely divided in their assessment. We cannot say they are completely divided. They all have their own ideas. We cannot say they are divided. Hence a layman discounts the importance of happiness to a quality of life. No doubt they are divided a little, but we cannot say even divided. So let's say if I take first half to be correct even, then there's no mention, there's no point to support the layman discount the importance of happiness to the quality of life, that we understand this happiness a little and quality the more, or quality of life is equal to. Second half cannot be inferred. Third wrong. And fourth, explaining happiness can be very tenuous. Tenuous means difficult, which has led expert to come up with convoluted means twisted explanation of its significance. So we are talking about quality of life, not quality of happiness. So we are not trying to explain happiness only entirely. So fourth is also gone. The correct answer option is 2. So that's how we solve inference based question. Do not worry about examples while picking up inference or the summary based questions. Just focus on the main ideas or the main facts given in the passage. So guys, am I clear? Why do I feel that this is kind of Sholay movie like Sannata? Okay. So let's move ahead. Now this is 79th question of your paper, and it is about I found this question to be easy. 79th. It is talking about big data, the structured versus unstructured data. So guys, pick up the opener. Already he has given 3 options starting C as an opener, second, third, fourth, and only first choice is saying A. Now if I look at the last 3 options, look at option number 2, option number 3, option number 4, I find AE together, sentence AE. I'll just go back to the question and try to read A and E. Are these two sentences can be fitted together? If they can be fitted together, then I would reject option number 1. Companies have been, I'm reading A, companies have been using analytics to mine insight within this newly available data to drive efficiency and effectiveness. E, for example, company can now use analytics. So keyword can be matched, so A and E will remain together. If A and E will remain together, there is no point in picking up option 1, rejected. So opener has to be C. Question is solved. I just need to find out what will come after C, B or C, D. C says proliferation of sensor is leading exponential growth in structured data. And now on the top of that explosion, top of this happening event, we have got unstructured data. C and B will remain together. That's it. Now the next question will be CBD or CBAED. Last three options, last 3 and 4 options. Rest can be concluded easily. The answer to this question was, yes guys, what was the answer? What was your take? Yes. So I just picked up this question just to make you realize that after understanding the story a little, and you need to use the choices as well. Yes, you all are correct. You can never be wrong. You all are born genius. So A and E will remain together. This I came to know after reading the options. So I need to check whether they are really together or not. And rest is a story, can be solved easily. So nothing to worry about. Parajumbles can easily be handled, no doubt. Ayush, you're correct that misfit are sometimes troublesome. So it is now question number 80 I picked up. I don't know which particular question I picked up here based on this passage. Okay, collective action problem. Okay, Ashim, I'll come back to this misfit questions. Okay, the passage is about some problems related to clothing industry, apparel industry in Bangladesh. It employs over 3 million workers, and the condition in which they work is very pathetic. And all the stakeholders, whether government, buyers, the employers, the owners of this, they are not taking any action to improve the standard of working or the work conditions. Now I'm reading this second paragraph, first line. So cutting off trade with Bangladesh is not a solution. So we cannot run away. Author is saying we cannot run away from this. The brand name buyers means the big brands which buy raw material from these companies, Bangladeshi companies, should stay and be the part of solution instead of running away from the responsibilities. So they should be the part of solution. Now the next question. It says that the question is how to overcome the collective action problems that plague. Now the where I'm moving my cursor, you can see this on your screen. So plague means to affect in a negative way, problem that plague apparel industry. Now the question is how to overcome the collective action problem. Collective action problem is how to make them convince that you all have to come forward and take the action. In fact, that no one wants to act unless everyone does. So he has defined also that no one wants to act unless everyone does. So they all are thinking that who will go forward, take the initiative, and will help the people, help this particular industry in Bangladesh. So it is collective action problem means when all are made responsible virtually, then the problem cannot be solved. This is what I think. Harshit, now is my voice clear now? Shubham, your question is when will bull marks feature type in answer type question? See, in probably in verbal section we are least expecting questions, typing typed in questions, but definitely definitely cannot be said. But we have been constantly in touch with other sources as well. So no doubt we'll definitely include, but it's very difficult because English is very subjective when it comes to answering. Yes, I think from my side, Harshoy, the voice is going, and rest all are able to listen, I think, clearly. And I'm shouting also very near to my this microphone. This kind of shouting I'm doing. I'm not taking lecture, I'm shouting the lecture. Okay, joking. So it is collective action problem. Harshit, please check the please someone type here that Harshit, please check your connection, because last time also I think he had the same problem. So going back to this question, so what do you mean by collective action problem? Collective action problem when there are too many stakeholders involved, but no one is coming forward to take the action initiative. Then it is we are not stitch in time, is a little out of track, to be in the same boat, way out of track, unable to weather the storm, strictly not at all connecting to the given situation of the person. Collective action problem means who will come first and tackle the problem, that is belling the cat, I suppose. Answer is one. Am I clear? So I just picked up this question to show you that line, that from these lines we can easily pick up the answers. It is not that we also frame questions out of these, not like that. Generally we do have strong basis to pick up any question or the answer. That's how we create RCs for you. No doubt we just to make simple RC what you face in your bull cat or bull mock, we read at least 50 to 100 pages to just and condense these 50 to 100 pages in form of RC what you come across in your real exams. That's how we grade RCs. But the game is little unfair because we have got ample time and we give you only 10 minutes to do the single RC, but we have got 7 days, sometimes 8 days. I can go and sip a cup of coffee and read the question paragraph again and again to frame the difficult to difficult questions. Yes, the fact that no one wants to act unless everyone does. From this line it is very clear that no one is willing to come forward and they are thinking that who will bell the cat. Yes. No one is willing to move forward, Shubham. Collective action, here see that let's go back to the previous line. It says that collective action problems that plague, that affect the apparel industry in a negative way, and that no one wants to act unless everyone does. So no one is willing to come forward and take initiative. Yes, the anecdote of cat and the mice. Yes, who will bell the cat? When there are too many stakeholders, too many problem solvers, so nobody is coming forward. Now he has explained also of every stakeholder why they are not willing to come forward and make contribution to solve this problem. He has explained individual factory versus government versus people, etc. He has explained this also very clearly. Am I clear, Shubham? So I picked up that question, collective action, only to show you this line, that how to negate the choices. Now 86th question. I picked up only a few questions this time. Last time we had problem, and but I've increased my timing from 45 minutes to 1 hour 15 minutes so that we can take up more questions and discuss with calmness and quietness rather than me shouting and you listening. And okay, coming out of the 86th question, it is read the passage. It is about graffiti culture. So now this is the last leg of your paper, 86, 90, 100, last 10 or 15 odd questions, and you have marked these questions as moderate. From my point of view, passage was easy to understand, no doubt. Out of 4 questions, 2 had very close options, but I don't know why all of you have marked this passage as moderate, most of you, and questions also as moderate. Abhimanyu, better we can use a chat window rather than using this pop-up window. So yes, but I'll answer your question. So yes, it should not be the same words, no doubt, but the something which is based on something which is, it is not about the words using the same words but it should not be, technically speaking, it should not be the same words. It has to be something which can be drawn on the basis of a given fact. But again, if author is using, sometimes we have to pick up, we have to be satisfied with partial inference. If my voice is clear, partial inference, and there is none of these choice available. Had it been none of these, let's say if none of these choices given, then we should not pick up the choice which is saying something which is directly given in the passage. Yes, Veek, it is difficult to keep track. This is the very drawback of online exams. We cannot keep the track. But point is that we can write, we can use a scrap paper. Do you use scrap paper? Yes or no, a week while solving RCs? Or do we are we given paper? No. So yes, in order to, we cannot rely always on our memory. It's very short term, and our RAM is very slow and less. Random access memory. We have got ROM only. So yeah, definitely this is the point I'm coming to. We should definitely write the keywords or the key ideas, 1 or 2 words or 1 or 3 words to complete the line, so that whenever I come across the question based on one of these lines, I should be able to verify, at least I should be able to confirm my answer. Make sure that now still we have got, I think 13 approximately bull marks to go, and 11 bull marks to go, and it is 8 bull cats. So we still have got 11, 8, 19, 20 approximately tests. So we can experiment that how to use scrap paper effectively to solve RCs. You know how to use scrap paper rough sheets while solving maths or DI, but make sure that you start learning this also. We have got ample time right now. So there's no point that we can learn, we can retain all the facts. It's not possible. And while attempting the last RC, the last leg, last 10 or 15 odd questions, we are completely exhausted, tired, and we try to lose our focus and center of attention also. So better to use scrap papers, rough sheets. So am I clear, Avik? No, it will not eat up the time. It will save your time, because otherwise, if it is not done, then probably you have to think a lot about while attempting the question. And generally, general complaint is that we all are stuck between 2 close options. Which way to go? The better is to write. Do not rely always on a memory. Please rely on small pencil you carry. So the pen or pencil you are given there. So it's better to rely on that pencil rather than our brain. So it will not waste our time, it will save instead. Investing here is highly profitable rather than just searching here and there for the right answer. Okay, so let's talk about this passage. The passage is saying that graffiti culture started by very low income people, inferiority ridden people, and youngsters, those who were not able to achieve something big in their lives, or they were not given any opportunity. This is how he started at the start of the passage, that how graffiti culture came into being, came into existence. And finally, in the last few lines, it talks about that how it has acquired the commercial importance, and the big companies are using this to promote their products. Earlier this was to shell out, to vent out the frustration. Lower income group, or so-called underachiever, underdogs, used to paint walls, etc., to vent out their frustrations. So that's how it started. Passage very interesting. Most of us think that this 2015 generation, new people think that graffiti is very modern or something very creative thing, but it is not so creative. It was actually something which was used by 60s, 70s, 80s people, youngsters, to vent out their frustration, because they were not able to do something big in their lives, and they were not able to amass wealth like the affluent youngsters. So that's how it all started. So I'll just first of all go through the question. A little lengthy passage, but I think interesting. Now, why does author say that the use of graffiti to promote commercial products is bitterly ironic? Now, irony is very simple. Earlier, the product, this graffiti culture, the painting using this paint, spray paints, etc., was used by people to vent out frustration, to tell something that they should be remembered for. If something is written on the wall, this will remain there forever after even they die. So that's how they used to vent out this, satisfy this emotion that they will be remembered. No doubt everyone remembers the achievers or the great people or the rich people, but so that they should also be remembered, they used to pick up this graffiti cans, etc. So now it is bitterly ironic. Have to go back to this. This is the last line where I'm moving my mouse cursor. The use of graffiti to promote a commercial product is bitterly ironic. They were not able to purchase something, they were very poor, so went out their frustration, they started doing this. Now this same thing has been used by the ad companies and other brands to promote their products. This is what irony is in this question, because sometimes you're not able to understand what exactly irony is talking about. The use of graffiti promote commercial product is bitterly ironic. Earlier they were not able to buy these, talking about the 50s 60s generations. So that's why they moved on to this. Am I clear, guys, or am I talking to myself only? So irony means we need to go with the next time onward. When we have got ample time, I'll always pick up one passage and we'll try to explain it completely, the difficult one, that these are the topic sentences, this is how we frame question, this is how we draw, we are supposed to draw the inferences. Now because it's 45 minutes too less a time, therefore I need to rush through all the types, but again I'll pick up only one passage, one difficult question, and one few, let's say, misfit questions, like why Ayush requested this time. So this will definitely going to benefit us. Mitosh sir, we should read the question before reading RCs. Yes, definitely, because in RCs we have got this advantage that we generally have at the max 4 questions per RC. So definitely we should read the, yes. Now the very important use of scrap paper is read the questions, all of you, and try to write the keyword only on the scrap paper. That question number 1 is asking about collective action. So when I write something, so my mind will record this better than just I'm viewing something. So whenever I read the passage, I'll be able to, my mind will be able to click that, okay, I have to be extra careful while reading this line, because in one of the questions this has been asked. So yes, read the question and note down the keywords. Am I clear? Yes, Amitosh, to all of you as well, am I clear? Please scan the questions first, and every question will find keywords. Make the note on the scrap paper so that we are conscious, extra careful while reading the passage, and reading is objectified by using this. Yes, Equilin, it is for sure right now. Not, I would say 99.99% that will get 4 questions per RC, because saying that 16 question 50%. So rarely you will come across, sometimes 5, or in one of the RCs it would be 3, but it cannot be 8 question in an RC. It would be 4, at the max 5, but rarest of rare case it will go up to 4. So Ayush, your question has come, 92nd misfit 1. So now how misfit questions are little different from sentence rearrangement. Now first of all the sentence rearrangement tricks cannot be applied on misfit sentences. No doubt we need to rearrange these also so as to take the odd one out, but we need to go by the theme. If we connect the sentences with the help of theme, then one would be left out, and this left out is generally is our answer. That's generally we are asked. So it is something, see, all of you, it is very ultimately what we are checking in you by giving you English language. Okay, critical reasoning, I understand that it is a little technical, logical, we just want to check your common sense, but otherwise throughout you talk about RC's grammar, leave aside a little technical, but again we check in verbal ability. We just want to check your level of comfort with this language. The entire motive is this only. Otherwise you already have proved yourself, you are all graduates, and we have solved mathematics also, we have learned DI, quant, even you can make better choices, decision in years to come. But what exactly we are checking with the help of English language? Your ability to understand. That's it, your level of comfort. So level of comfort means your ability to understand. So try to understand this, that in misfit questions we need to link the sentences with the help of theme. Now it is we teach you at the start of the session while doing RC that this is the central theme of the passage. So consider these 4 sentences as one paragraph comprising 4 sentences only. 3 can be stitched together using single theme, common theme in them, and 1 would be left out. That's how we go. That's the basic philosophy behind misfit question. Am I clear, all of you guys? If I am, my voice reaching you? Take this 4 sentence, think these 4 sentences as one simple RC. Read and try to figure out the central theme. This we teach you at the start, and 1 would be lying a little way away from the central theme. That's how we track. No doubt a few of the sentence arrangement tricks would be can be applied, like this will start or this will come after this, but point is that you just rearrange the sentences. Consider these as one paragraph comprising 4 sentences and take the odd one out. Now let's try this question even. Okay, the fourth, if I read all the sentences, I will find that author is talking about artificial intelligence. Fourth, I think will be at the start of the paragraph. If I take this as RC, as I told you. So artificial intelligence is an idea so commonplace that few of us will bother to interrogate its meaning. Now it's talking about people are not able to, they are not interested in knowing the meaning of artificial intelligence. So yeah. Equation is 432. So answer is, let's say which question it is, 92nd question. Yes, Yeshu, statements are linked. So answer is, it's not 432. How we are linking? 4 is fine. After 4 interrogates meaning. After this 3 will come. I think if we try to understand its meaning, we might discover a problem tucked inside, filled inside it. Defining intelligence is far from straightforward. Then we'll come to know about the difficulty in understanding artificial intelligence. Now the 1 is also linked. The most famous effort to measure machine intelligence does not resolve these questions. Instead it obscures them. So I think second is way out, all of you. So second is odd one out, I think. If the ability to carry out complex arithmetic and algebra is sign of intellect, then digital calculator is some sense gifted. So rest all talking about intelligence, and this is not talking about intelligence as such. It's talking about using machine or some instrument. So therefore answer is option 2, not option 1. Or is it option 1? Yes, the answer is option 1. Yes, I was just checking that answer is option 1. Yes. Akulin, you don't think it is option 1? I just picked up this just to show you this. Because if we did after this 4-3-2, 4-3 forming the mandatory trio, or we can say the story part, the RC part, and the most famous effort to measure the machine intelligence does not resolve these questions. What kind of questions we are talking about? It obscures them. So 1 is out. It is a little out. I think the last passage is about the last leg of the session has come. It is about Africa, a very interesting passage. Now let us look at the way we read the RC. The partitioning of Africa by European empires has led devastating social, economic, political, and psychological impacts, and millions of lives have been lost in post-independence Africa, depending colonial borders. This kind of fact plus opinion line. So I can say that this particular line is one of the topic sentences. One of the topic sentences, not the main sentence. One of the topic sentences. But the last line says that the decolonization is completing decolonization, which remains unfinished business. So this is one of the new words that we come across, decolonization. So again, very important line. So the main idea is actually is an idea which remains throughout the passage as such, and passage moves around this, and its presence is felt throughout. So throughout this you will find the efforts to decolonize. Colonize means to divide, decolonize to unite Africa. So he's talking about, and he has in this passage I think he picked up these so-called what we call national parks, sanctuaries, bird sanctuaries, to establish relation between various divided territories. New map, and he has given one particular word also, I think, transitional parks. Yes, transitional parks, and he has defined this micro something. I was going through this RC. He has referred something as micro area or okay. Equilin, you have an issue when I try to jot on the keywords in RC and I be wearing whole lot of words. If I am finding a lot of important stuff, how do we? Okay, yes. Try to make sure that that means your understanding is absolutely fine. Try to make sure that you write only opinion, only the opinion made by the author, not the facts. Not the facts, because facts are not required. Generally they'll be asked if let's say we need the facts only when it's deal with inference based question, but try to note down the key line, keywords. Do not think this is generally it's a little problem related to thinking. Generally if we are too cautious about anything, the failure of the fear of failure is in our mind, then we'll try to pick up each and every thing, whether it is important or not. So don't worry, believe in your abilities. Little reliance on memory is as good as anything. So don't worry, believe in your abilities, have conviction, and just jot down only, and think and say to yourself that you can solve even with these limited stuff also, which you are right now writing down, instead of writing the entire stuff. Am I clear, Equilin? I believe in your abilities, have faith in your abilities. Yeah, micro regions. The development of the recognition of micro regions involve an existing connection system. So he's saying that instead of dividing, the Africa was divided by earlier colonizers. It is long pending, decolonization is long pending, and passage was a little lengthy but easy to understand. He has offered the transitional parks, and one of the areas this has been successful also, and this has been from centuries, nothing new in this. So from the reading of the passage it can be inferred that difficult. I don't know why people has given this as difficult. Difficult is not because the question is difficult really. When we reach here we are completely exhausted and tired, and we are not able to pick up the correct choice because we are not in position to think logically. So segregation on the basis of ethnicity has met with limited success. Yes, this is already given. Which is already given cannot be the inference. I think one of you asked also on the basis of, I think, this question, when something is directly given in the passage, should we take this inference or not? It should not be taken. And I think third was the answer. Second says, idea of having traditional park is unique to Africa. It is not unique. It has been tried centuries ago. One of the lines says that. So is it technically wrong? Second option is wrong. Fourth, effacing borders will lead to chaos and bloody battle for power and supremacy. this has been tried and we are not sure whether this will lead to this or not. This is also given. So they tried this also, effacing borders, so problems were there, but third is the answer. Now if you ask me that which particular fact has led to this conclusion, so I'll take you to the line now. Now it says that we are overdue for an African Renaissance, means revival, completing decolonization which remain unfinished business until boundaries are changed. Now from this it can be easily inferred that colonial era borders have long passed their sell by date. Now it is long due means that idea of colonizing Africa or the borders is obsolete. Am I clear? That's how we draw inference. Again, if the opinion is stated in the passage and the opinion has been translated in some other option, restatement cannot be an answer. All of you guys, restatement. If I say I am happy, there's no point in this making inference that sir, that means you are sad, you are not sad. So it should not be restatement of the one of the lines from the passage, and it should not be direct line from the passage. So that's how we solve inference based question. It should be something based on the inference. If I say I'm feeling very happy today, so inference is very simple, sir. I think you have achieved something big in your life, or what you were thinking you have achieved that. Instead of saying that I'm happy means sir you're not sad. This kind of restatement, all of you guys, am I clear? Okay guys, the time has come I think to wind up the session. Which of the following author will most likely to agree with this question? This is I think 94th question. So throughout the passage is talking about decolonization. So is most likely to agree with the first choice. Africa's colonial era borders need to be totally redrawn if Africa has any chance of realizing its potential. He has given so many examples also to prove his point. Rest all are either technically wrong or factually wrong. I think last 98th. Very simple question here. Mark this as moderate. I think the answer I choose as true, and because I'm approaching this end of the session. Answer to this question was, guys, try remember this question, because last few questions is very difficult for us to recall even. But make sure that after you take any exam, take the printout and solve the entire paper for the sake of learning. Okay guys, the answer to this question was third choice. D is an opener. Some economic forecasters have pinned their hopes for an improvement in economy on this year early Easter to boost consumer spending after brutal winter. Some economic forecaster. So D is an opener. Answer could be 3 or 4. Let's say I have to read D, B or D, C. B says, but time and again the current recovery. We are talking about this contrasting with B, I think. C says that outlook has dispiritingly familiar ring to it. That outlook, which outlook we are talking about, which has been mentioned in sentence D. So D, C will form pair. So D, C, A, E, B. Very easy question I think. So guys, the time has come to wind up the session, and see you next time around. Shubham in actual CAT 2009-14, how are the questions? Do they have close options? No, all of you, in real CAT you will not find options to be very very close. Generally we set very close option just to sharpen your understanding. So don't worry. Generally we have this paper, we are making paper one notch above than actual CAT, so don't worry. That is demotivation. It is not. We are making you tougher and stronger. So you should not take this in literal sense. we are making you we are making you stronger. So Abhimanyu, why to worry? So don't worry, whatever you're scoring, make sure you will get more than you add 10 to 15 percentile. So don't worry, life is not same, so papers and every moment is not same. Sometimes we come across light, sometimes darkness. So don't worry, every time you'll not find questions to be difficult. Sometimes there are challenges, sometimes there are based under the sun even. So don't worry, keep your hopes alive and have faith in your abilities. Stay calm, stay focused, keep smiling faces always. Don't worry, you will get your desired package, 1.5 crore per second. So time has come to guys to wind up this session. See you next time around. I'll be having more time to discuss the questions, and I'll pick up one or two important areas and I'll focus only on those areas. Am I correct? I am clear, guys. See you. So are you interested in coming next time also? Press yes if you are. Because in this 45 or 1 hour session, there's no point in discussing each and every question, because you already have attempted. I'll just pick a few important questions, few important tricks from my side, and we'll discuss. Would that be okay, guys? Otherwise, you already have attempted this paper. There's no point in discussing each and every question. English language is different from maths and DI, and English is primarily reflection based or understanding based, rather than just going by logic only. Shubham, definitely FIJ session I included the last time FIJ this discussion a little, but definitely I'll plan sooner. I'll try my level best to plan it soon for you all, guys. Abhimanyu, yes, FSR, NSR, I already have, I'm shooting right now this video. How do you know your intention is very strong? Right now I'm shooting, but I have uploaded this video for my campus placement students. You can mail to us, we'll give you the link, all of you. And yes, I have uploaded FSR, NSR videos. There's IME Funda also there. Yes, this is already there. Equilin, what is FSR, NSR? I don't know if you belong to Chandigarh. FR in Chandigarh means Fun Republic. It's in Mani Majra, but FSR is first subject rule and NSR is nearest subject rule, and they are from sentence correction grammar based areas. So guys, yes, I already have this video in place. It's by the name of subject verb agreement, and one pronoun IME Funda by the name of IME Funda itself. So you can go and watch on YouTube our Hit Bullseye channel. You can log on, you can request. We have uploaded many videos on other areas, maths, DI, English as well. RC is there, full-fledged RC is there, parajumbles are there. I'll be taking summary and misfit together. I'll keep summary and misfit together videos. Okay guys, see you.